Hi guys, this is Eleanor and Waco. We are here sitting at Zenith for the second day of Watches and Wonder with Julien Tornare, the CEO of the brand. So this year is the Pilot. Can you tell us a little bit about what are the key references of that collection that you're just unveiling?
It's really the Pilot here at Zenith, true. I mean, after the repositioning of the Defy, 2 years ago, Chronomaster, big comeback, we had to come with a strong offer with the Pilot collection. And yes, Pilot had been a lot about vintage watches, bronze, aged steel. Now we're coming with a very contemporary one. Two material, two references, one 3 hands with an El Primero movement, and the other one is a very quite incredible chronograph with a big date, instantaneous big date, so very, very fast, the fastest big date on the market, as well as the flyback function. So we have technique, we have design, we have coolness, we have
modernity,
contemporary watch.
Contemporary. The two black versions are quite amazing.
Yes.
Maybe we can start with the chronographs.
Okay,
Yeah.
commence?
Yeah. And then when you pick them up, you can show them to.
So one of the biggest, focus on this year is the Black Pilot. So function-wise, material-wise, can you get into details for this?
Yes, of course. I mean, we wanted a watch that would be very elegant, kind of discreet. That's why we did not want to put too many colors. So we went with steel and ceramic and very black. You're right. Black, why? Because the contrast with the white numbers is quite amazing. When you talk about Pilot, it's about legibility. You have to make it very easy to see whether the date or the numbers. And that's how we played with this mix of black and white.
But the matte finish makes the piece super modern, and because it's not such a big case, it's also pretty cool.
Right. You talk about 40 millimeters on the 3 hands and 42.5 on the chronograph. So very wearable also, nice on any kind of wrist.
So you were saying that this is this the first time you've incorporated a big date into the El Primero chronograph movement?
An instantaneous big date, yes. No, a regular big date, no. We have done already.
And you were saying this is the fastest changeover for a big date?
1/7 of a thousandth of a second.
Okay, so Eleanor, maybe what we could do is show the camera. You could pull the hands and then go through midnight, and let's see how fast it really is, sir.
You will see the smoothness when you change the date is quite incredible, and also the pushers, because the pressure is probably the lightest. You know, normally when you press the button, you need 1.2 kilos. This one is 900 and 500 only for the reset. So it's very light, very, very light.
I love just on the edge here. The colors. Sort of the colors.
You know what it's referring to?
Yes, of course. Yeah, the rainbow.
It's a little hint for the people who know the Rainbow watch, which was one of the iconic Pilot watch.
That's phenomenal. Amazing. Tell us a little bit about the history, because it changes over perfectly. Tell us a little bit about the history of the Pilot watch at Zenith.
History is key. You know, Zenith was founded by Georges Favre-Jacot in 1865. And what's amazing is that not only the guy was very visionary, but 23 years only after the foundation of the company, in 1888, he started to protect the word pilot in French, pilote. That was so early. It was years before any plane could fly, or years before people could think that watchmaking would help in terms of flying instruments. But the guy had that vision in 1888. A few years after, we could see the very first flying instrument arriving, or wristwatch coming in the early 20th century. And in 1904, he protected the same word pilot, but in English. And since then, we've been making this. So the guy, we have maybe the strongest legitimacy in Pilot watches. We are the only brand in the world allowed to put the Pilot word on the dial.
But to some extent, Pilot, as you just pointed, as a word, could have become a brand, a standalone brand, where when you speak about a Pilot, you don't even need to say Pilot from Zenith, because Pilot, people would have thought it's immediately from that brand.
True. And we've been continuing to protect those names because there's so much part of our history. Believe me, many brands ask us if they could have the name or use the name. We said no, because it's Zenith, and that's it.
I like how unabashedly modern you're moving the story forward with all of your watches. You know, I think there was a period where everyone was doing retro design, and I think that's over. Like, I like the fact that Zenith is one of the brands that's really embracing the future. I have to say, Tag Heuer, what Frederick did with the Carrera was another great example with the glass box. And I like that this is the watch for today, right?
Absolutely.
It's got this incredible movement from 1969. It's the world's first integrated automatic chronograph, beating at 5 hertz. Okay, now with this instantaneous big date mechanism, but this watch feels like a watch for today, and I love it.
Absolutely.
it. You know?
And you know, we created this transversal category called Revival that goes across the 4 different product lines. So we will be playing with vintage watches or inspiration from the past within the Revival.
Right.
But the rest is contemporary.
Nice.
Whether you go Defy, Chronomaster, and maybe one day Elite will also be the same.
Oh, nice.
I give you a little, you know,
A little hint of what's going to happen next.
Very cool. Talk to us about the 3-hand watch and what this represents to you as well.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Pilot, we think about chronograph, flyback because it's very Zenith, but Pilot is also 3 hands. It's very important, and we wanted something thinner, very elegant, with very little information on the dial, so we keep it very clean, very pristine, and it's a 40 millimeters. It's also using the El Primero movement, as we did in the Skyline. It's an El Primero 3 hands. We have the horizon line control on the back on the oscillator. Very clean, easy to read, and very good feel. And here I think we get something also that's very elegant. If you look at this watch and you put it on the wrist, it's a super elegant watch. That's what we were looking for.
I like the texture.
The pattern of the dial.
Yeah, the pattern of the dial.
It's a bit like a fuselage of a plane. Some people see a
Because it
famous
catches the light
suitcase.
differently as if you were
Owned by your group.
also.
Now I guess they guessed.
Okay,
This is the next collaboration.
one of the things, that's actually a great idea. That's a brilliant idea. That's one of the things that I've always respected about Zenith is that you've always insisted on offering a very fair value proposition.
True.
Right? Can we ask you the pricing of these 2 watches, the 3-hand watches, and then also the chronograph?
Sure. We start at 7,500 with the 3 hands,
Right.
and we go at 11,500 chronograph in steel, as well as 13,400 in ceramic.
Fantastic.
So we stay in that segment. That's for us really the sweet spot. But you have a manufacture movement, you have complication, you have an incredible design.
Right.
So I think you're right. It's a very good price.
Bravo. Sir, I congratulate you as
My
always.
pleasure.
Great job.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care. Peace.